Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to Wellnessible, a podcast about learning. This is your friend, Mickey Sachiko. Wellnessible is from the words wellness is possible, which is something I came up with back in 2018 to push myself and others in achieving life and wellness goals. So, wherever you are in your journey in achieving those goals, we are in this together, my friend. With the help of different co-hosts on each episode, we'll talk about real-life lessons you can listen to on the go and easily apply in your day-to-day lives. Let's dive into it. Life should be celebrated. If you're looking for sweet and mouth-watering ways to treat yourself or loved ones, you will absolutely love Aperitif Philippines. From their ooey-gooey chocolate chip cookie to triple chocolate fudge cake, which had been hailed as the best dream cake in town, to their superb yet affordable sweet sampler boxes, or the perfect gift for any tea lovers, their blooming tea boxes. And if you want to give someone custom graze boxes too, they got you guys covered. I have tried most of their products and I am obsessed and totally impressed with its quality. So make sure to order today. Especially Mother's Day is just around the corner. Make the superwoman or supermom in your life smile with Aperitif PH and get their Mother's Day collection. Go ahead and spoil yourself. Order via www.aperitif.com. They deliver within Metro Manila. That's www.aperitifph.com. Got occasions coming up? Make sure to hashtag celebrate with Aperitif and hashtag celebrate at home. And now to our interview.
I feel like once you put your mind that you are an unlimited being, that you are an infinite being, and at the same time you are a creative manifester of your own life, once you actually believe in that, the goodness will flow into you. So to be able to have that mindset, I think, is the most life-changing.
Hi guys, today's topic is all about manifesting blessings using law of attraction and a little more on self-love. I am truly grateful because our guest for today will be sharing her personal strategy on how she created a mindset of attracting abundance and how she cultivates self-love. She's no other than Carla Zulueta. She's the CEO of Aperitif Philippines Incorporated, Z Global Gourmet Food Corporation, and Z Villa Life Enterprises. And at the same time, she's also the co-founder at Sundowners Beach Villas in Zambales, which is, I think, a must-visit place once we're all done with the ECQ.
Yeah.
Carla, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. It's so refreshing to be able to talk to someone and do this interview, after being locked for 45 days now. So it's really good. This is a bit of socializing, so it's fun.
It's like the virtual networking. And
Yeah.
I'm so ecstatic because when you said that you wanted to talk about this, that you are passionate about this, and you've been basically, it's like trying to learn about it and wanted to share what you learned about manifestation and law of attraction and self-love. I was like, let's do that. So I'm so grateful that you agreed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First of all, Carla, what is your secret in terms of your ultimate self-care hack this ECQ?
Okay, first, the first 2 weeks of ECQ, it was a bit hard for me because you see your businesses shut down. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's such an uncertain time. I was actually having a bit of anxiety attacks at night, I must say. But I feel like everyone had to go through that phase at some point, especially during the beginning. Being alone, I'm living alone, I'm away from my family. At the same time, I couldn't see my family because I was traveling in and out of Manila. So I was banned for like around 14 days to see my sisters. So
Wow.
it's a bit like it was a bit of a hard time and uncertain time. And I was doing a lot of meditation during that time and a lot of like mental and therapeutic exercises to be able to at least stay sane, you know.
Love
But
that. Yes.
I remember really having anxiety attacks at night. I mean, we're all not perfect,
Yeah.
but it happens.
I'm glad that you're practicing meditation. I really think that's one of the strong foundation in terms of mental health. So
Yeah.
good thing that you're doing that. So just to jump right into our topic about manifesting abundance, law and law of attraction. Um, just walk us what you've done in the past in terms of application of law of attraction, and how did it work out for you? Because I know you're, running multiple companies at the same time. Is
Yeah.
this something that you are doing in your day-to-day life?
So I mean, I also have partners for the businesses, but we
Yeah.
all have specific work. But I sometimes it gets a bit also, um, tedious. And of course, you have different brands that you need to work on,
Yes.
especially during hard times as well. So we just reopened Aperitif, and it's like starting an entire food company from scratch and reevaluating what will work and what will not during this this time of COVID. So, and the resort of all the resorts are closed right now, so it's
Yeah.
also um, such a difficult time for me and my partners. But we're staying very resilient and very brave. But all of this were manifested, I think, through the law of attraction, which I strongly believe in, and which I discovered, let's say, around 10 years ago. Um,
Wow. Okay.
I first remember having the book The Secret by Rhonda Byrnes, and
Yeah.
it changed my life drastically. And
Mm.
I feel like everything that I have manifested right now was brought to me by my visualizations, by my meditations, and by my goal writings.
Mhm.
And it's something that I have been continuously studying since since I was handed that book. So I was so
Mhm.
intrigued by the fact that you actually have the power to manifest everything that you want in your life at certain stages, at certain times. At the same time, having that form of release to the universe, form of the release to your God or to your source, that it will happen. So you have all the tools right now to be able to manifest your dreams, manifest your goals, but it will not happen. Sometimes it could happen at the time you want, but sometimes it will also not happen. So there is that complete balance wherein you want to control what you want to achieve in your life, at the same time surrendering to the whole process of manifestation, to surrendering to the whole creative process of the universe.
Wow, I like that. I've never this is the first time that I've heard about the importance of finding the balance between like
Yeah,
surrendering and at the same time like already like thinking that you already have it, is what you're
because I
saying.
think a lot of people think that when you do the manifestation process, when you do meditations, goal writing, you immediately get those. But there's also like divine timing, there's also action towards your goals. All right, let me say those again.
Mhm.
Basically, people think that when you use a law of attraction or when you use the manifestation techniques, which you can easily find online on YouTube, there are a lot of manifestation coaches out there. The first or the first thing that they would have in mind is that you will get to have your goals right away. You will get to check the goals right away. Sometimes the universe is instant, sometimes your goals can be checked right away, but it's also not just about believing in it and visualizing in it or meditating on it. There's also steps like actions fulfilled, saying yes to opportunities, saying no to opportunities, being able to harness that power within you and vibrating to an energy that supports that goal. So you cannot be thinking towards that goal at the same time doing things that are against it. It
Mm.
just doesn't,
Yeah.
it will not work. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that is the ultimate hack or the trick to manifesting. That is,
I like what you
um,
said.
it has been working so far um, with my life. And sometimes I feel, my intuition is very strong now. I'm very in tune to myself. So sometimes when I feel that something is wrong and something is not not going great, or not, someone is being dishonest, or something is really, not in line with my vision, you kind of feel it right away, because you are in 100% control of your life.
I like that. So it's like you're saying that that's one of the benefits that comes with
Yeah,
manifestation, that you're so in tune about yourself.
you're very
And
in
that's just
tune to
like,
yourself. Yeah,
yeah, that's just on top of the benefit of being able to control the abundance and the blessings that you wanted to
yeah,
attract. I
yeah.
like that.
do you
And
also believe in do you also believe in this manifestation law of attraction?
actually, I've been trying to study about this manifestation, and I also read that it's a matter of making sure that you are not doing something that's against what you're thinking, because like there's gonna
Yeah,
be like contradiction doesn't really work in terms of the like the in terms of what you wanted to achieve. So
yeah,
there has to be a harmony in terms of what you wanted to
yeah,
attract and the things that you're doing in real life.
yeah.
So yeah. And I'm just wondering, like, for people who are not yet a believer of this, who are listening or watching this, like, what would be your biggest first step that they should take in order for them to embrace the law of attraction and really believe in it?
I feel like this became a lifestyle for me.
Oh,
It
okay.
did not go it I didn't get to process this much, or really like understand this so much, maybe in a span of years. So I really was so curious about it. Um, Being able to know that actually in you and within you, you have all the tools that you need to manifest pure love, self-love, abundance, creativity in your life. So for to be able for you to hone this as a lifestyle and as a way of thinking and as a way of living, I think that you really have to do a lot of research on it, a lot of
Yeah.
meditations, and a lot of also being able to find yourself throughout the process. Because
Mm,
if you will have to have a clear vision of yourself to be able to enjoy this process and to be able to enjoy this creative manifestation process.
I can totally relate to that because like self-awareness is really important if you wanted to like manifest
Yeah,
something. You got to know what you really want and who you really are deep within.
very, very nice with what you want. It can give you
Oh,
exactly what you want. So you have to just think of it as a genie. So if you want something, you have to be precise in what you want. You have to be willing to do everything to be able to get it.
there you go. Precision is the key. You have to be very specific. Love that, Carla.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned about the self-love earlier. So I know this is a really great way to elevate one's health. So in terms of self-love, what is your personal advice on what you do in your own life and how you can, increase self-love? Because let's face it, there are times that people, especially during these times, might be feeling, a little down, a little blue, and maybe not the biggest fan of themselves, basically. So how do
Yeah.
you personally boost your self-love?
Well, what I've learned in this journey is that self love is the number one key to be able to manifest miracles in your life. And if you don't love yourself, you wouldn't vibrate into that level of love with others, and you wouldn't also manifest things that you would love for yourself. So I feel like it all begins with self-love. That is the root of miracles, abundance, and manifestations in your life, in terms of
Mhm.
career, health, relationships, friendships. Having self-love is key to have a healthy balance of everything. So for me, what is self-love? And this is something that I just recently um, kind of like absorbed. because I thought before self-love is just being confident, feeling empowered, feeling of your goals and dreams. But at the same time, self-love is not just through the outer physical aspect. It's also, you have to check within yourself. Um, if you're clear of hurts, if you're clear of negativity, if you're clear of blame inside of you, if you're also clear of hurt from your past or people who hurt you in your past. So, and to be able to realize that that self-love is actually an internal work, it really changes your life. And I feel like I've recently just figured that out, you know. I'm 31 years old and it's a bit late, but it's not too late, you know. And I mean, you're never too late for self-love, because we all deserve to love ourselves first and completely love ourselves, you know, before
Yes,
we can give that love and radiate that love to others. So imagine waking up without any more baggage from hurts from the past, that you have forgiven people who has hurt you, and you have also forgiven yourself, which is something that takes a lot of courage, I think, and bravery and self-care, for you to be able to look in the mirror and say, I forgive you for everything you have done wrong in the past, and I am taking this time to breathe in a new space for myself and a new space for you know, creative flow and creative energy, and a new space for being able to bring myself to the world. And that's why I feel like this time alone is a way for the universe also to make us reflect internally who we need to forgive, what we need to let go of, and what we actually can bring to the table, which is bring to the world after this. You know, this is such a good time to do all
absolutely.
those things.
I totally agree with that. Because I really think this happened for a reason, and one of the
Yeah,
reasons for that and is for us to really get to know ourselves. Because
yeah,
when you're stuck at home, I mean, not stuck at home, but you're safe at home. I have to do the reframing on a positive way. You're like safe at home. There's like more time for you to really be more self-aware and meditate and figure things out. So you get
yeah,
to really know yourself. And I agree with what you said about self-love. Basically, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So you have to really fill yourself with so much love so you can spread it out as well easily. I like that. Did you have like in the past, because you said that you've been studying or learning as well about meditation, law of attraction for about 10 years. I know it's a journey for everyone because not everyone can like instantly know about it
yeah.
overnight, right? It's always a journey. So during your journey for 10 years of practicing this, in your life, what was your biggest like eye-opening realization about law of attraction?
Basically, the fact that you think that you can achieve it. I feel like once you put your mind that you are an unlimited being, that you are an infinite being, and at the same time you are a creative manifester of your own life. Once you actually believe in that, the goodness will flow into you. So to be able to have that mindset, I think, is the most life changing, because right now when people say I can't do this, I can't, I think it's unreachable, I get to, you know, I want to stop sometimes, like, instill in them that of course you can, there are ways, of course you can. It will take time, it will take hard work, it will take patience, but I feel like you really can. Once you know that you can, you will do a lot of great things. That's what probably is the most life-changing thing for me.
That sounds really inspiring. Was there like a specific situation in when you were, on hustle mode or running your businesses where you realize, oh my gosh, I was just thinking or manifesting this years ago, and now it's a reality? Was there like a specific time of your life where
Yeah,
when
to be
you
honest, when I was growing up, I would always dream of being in an infinity pool. Like whenever I would have vivid dreams or imagination when I was studying law of attraction already. Because part of law of attraction is visualization, visualizing the life that you want. So during my visualizations, I would always visualize that I'm in an infinity pool. I would never think that I would be part of a resort chain, at this time or at this age. So I guess that's it. But there's also like, since not, right now visualization is a way of life, and visualization is part of my meditations. I get to attract certain people, whether they're good or bad, or certain circumstances in my life, that I have visualized and it has come to fruition.
there you go. I think I definitely agree that visualization is really powerful.
Yeah.
I would say that, your journey is definitely is longer because I'm just really starting and understanding things about this law of attraction and manifestation and visualization. So hearing those tips and strategies that you've done in your past that worked is really inspiring for me, because I feel like, oh, I gotta do that too. Because it's yeah, I mean, some people are yet to discover the power of it. So I think that people who are watching this, especially now that, in the middle of ECQ, I think this is going to be very helpful for them. Carla, just last question. What is your ultimate hack or tip in terms of really, because earlier you covered about self-love and some self-care and law of attraction. What is your ultimate tip in terms of really like elevating your health
Your
besides those,
health.
yeah, besides those tips that you've mentioned earlier that you've been applying in your personal life that really works?
Right now, I'm loving yoga. So I just discovered yoga recently, and during the ECQ, I was doing yoga every day. So I subscribed to a good yoga app, and I was basically eating food that I cook every day. So it's really a time to also cleanse your body and cleanse your mind. So I'm doing a lot of yoga, which really works for me. So I feel like during this time, you don't really have to pressure yourself to transform or change your body. I feel like you just have to do it slow. It's still a very difficult time for a lot of people. And for example, with me, why I do yoga is because I do a lot of work in the afternoon for aperitif. So when I get home, I don't think I can do already some hit workouts and like intense workouts. So I do yoga to be able to have a sense of calm and balance into my life. And I also cook a lot of home cooked meals, since we don't have access to restaurants right now. So I started cooking on my own, but of uncertainty of corona. So write it down, meditate, pray to your source, pray to your God, and take care of yourself. Take really good care of yourself.
Love those tips. Carla, thank you so much for all the hacks and strategies that you have shared that you're doing personally that works for you. I hope some of the listeners and viewers picked up, because something from that, I've picked up so many things and I'll be personally applying those. So I really so super thankful and grateful for you.
Thank you
By the
also.
way, where do they follow you on social media?
So you can follow me at Carla Zoweta on Instagram. And then for aperitif is aperitif_PH. And for sundowners, we have Sundowners Vacation Villas and Sundowners Zambales. I hope to see you guys soon also in the resort. Hopefully it gets to be open soon.
Oh my gosh, I looked it up and I was like, gosh, this is a really must visit place once this is all over, especially it's summer. So it's a very
Yeah.
stunning, beautiful place you got there.
It's going to be our second summer since we opened for Sundowners Zambales, and it's a bit sad. Usually like the resort could have been filled with people right now enjoying their summer vacations, but we're all stuck at home. But it is what it is. We have to do what we have to do and do our part in fighting this virus. So
Yeah.
hopefully, in time, we all get to see each other there.
Definitely. I think this is just really temporary. It's not forever. And pretty soon, once this is all over, girl, they're going to be
Yeah,
going to that
I
place. It's
can't
a really
wait.
beautiful place. All right.
Thank you
Thank
for
you